The object was found in the state of Paraná, Brazil, buried approximately 40 centimeters deep in sand. It is a metal item featuring two different pitch threads and possibly contains another screw inside. The dimensions are roughly 3 by 1.5 centimeters, with Palengi inscribed on its surface. My hypothesis is that this may be an old engine carburetor needle, likely made of brass or another corrosion-resistant metal, as it is not magnetic when tested with a magnet, suggesting it is not iron. Given its burial depth, it appears to have been underground for a considerable time, contributing to its durability against corrosion. A search for the Palengi brand yields results primarily related to cheese. Anyone know what this is? This is valve cycling. This object is approximately the height and width of a pop can, though it is slightly taller. It is very lightweight, even lighter than a cell phone. The top section features holes, indicating that it is not a sealed lid. The object can be disassembled into 3 pieces, and the largest yellow component appears to be designed for filling with a mixture of water and vinegar, as suggested by the words printed on the back. Any ideas what this thing is? This is an angry mama, used for cleaning microwaves. Take her hair off and fill the first line with vinegar, then water. She's microwaved for a few minutes, and the steam that is released through her head holes help loosen dried-on crud inside of the microwave. I found the item while dredging the upper Mississippi River. It measures approximately 6 inches in height, 8 inches in width, and 1/4 inch in thickness, and appears to be made of aluminum. The piece features intricate engravings, including a scene depicting a house and a large indistinct character, accompanied by some cursive script. Engraved on the bottom is the phrase, "Who remembered," presented in reverse, which suggests it type of stamp. However, stamps are typically embossed rather than engraved. Regardless, the item seems to be quite old, and it is possible that it is not aluminum, but rather another type of alloy. Any idea what this is made for? This is an engraved printing plate. The color and corrosion pits show it made zinc or tin. The house seems to be a water-driven grain mill. The item was retrieved from a shipwreck many years ago and was presented to me as part of an art exhibit. It is a small yellowish amber vial containing a clear liquid, housed in a leather-corded pouch. The vial measures approximately 1 inch in length and appears to be quite old, exhibiting brittleness and etchings in an unreadable language. I am concerned that the liquid may be hazardous, which is why I have refrained from opening it to assess its odor. Any ideas what this thing is? This is the Soviet perfume, which has a jasmine fragrance. What is this object? It is red, made of cast iron, approximately 5 feet tall, and located in Watertown, Massachusetts. It is marked City Cables. I attempted to search for images online, which led to some results related to fireboxes, but I am still unclear about its purpose. Anyone know what this is? It was a box that predated phones to alert fire departments of a fire. In this case, it's been reused for utility, possibly communication. I found an item in the basement of a house purchased in 1968. The previous occupant resided there from 1922 to 1968. The item has no writing or logos. It is a metal tool that clamps onto a table, featuring a wooden handle that spins a wheel, while another attached piece also rotates. The tool is significantly rusted. Anyone know what this is? It's a cast iron mechanical tabletop yarn thread, bobbin spool winder. This has been stored in my family's garage for several years. Is it a type of nut? I have never encountered one of these on a tree, but it seems to resemble a nut or perhaps something more significant. It is also relatively lightweight and could potentially be used for woodworking. What is this thing? This is Banksia pod. Banksia pods originate from southwestern Australia. They grow on trees from the Banksia genus. However, of the many Banksia species, Typically, only the pods from the bull Banksia, Banksia grandis, are large enough and solid enough to be used for wood-turning applications. These pods are commonly compared to pine cones. Though Banksia trees are not conifers and aren't related to pine trees, Pinus genus, the seed pod itself is considered the fruit of the tree. In woodworking applications, Banksia pods range in size from 4 inches to over 12 inches long, with a diameter ranging from 2.5 inches to 5 inches wide. Just under the exterior of the pod, there is an area of reddish-brown fuzz-like material. Further toward the center is the denser, wood-like core. The seed cavities can reach well over halfway into the pod, giving turn projects a very unique appearance and texture. Some wood turners fill these voids with resin or other colored inlay materials, while others choose to showcase the openings as a prominent design feature. I found an object in a Californian river. It is a cylindrical metal item, approximately 4 inches in length and about 1 inch in diameter, wrapped in a black and orange fabric-like material. It does not move, you can see through it. The inside is also a rubber-coated. One end may have threading, although I am uncertain. It is lightweight, weighing less than half a pound, and has a fabric texture on the exterior. The item is marked with C74-2. I am unsure of the materials used, but it is magnetic and does not feel like metal. Its size is comparable to that of my hand. I have not been able to identify it through online searches and am perplexed by its nature. What is this thing? Its short length of high-temp water or steam hose. The crimped end was the barbed end where a funky 2-piece bolt clamp would be used to smash it to the barb. For an example of the clamp, use Google Dixon's steam hose clamp. The crimps are remnants of where the clamp was. Then the barb would be threaded to a spray nozzle or other accessory. I found this item among sewing supplies, but I am uncertain of its purpose. It is constructed from metal and plastic and is small enough to fit in the palm of your hand. The metal wheels rotate, albeit not very smoothly. Given that it originated from my grandparents' home, which is filled with vintage items, I suspect it dates back to somewhere between the 1970s and 1990s. The only marking on it is made in China. Initially, I considered it might be an unusual paper cutter, but it lacks a blade. Any ideas what this thing is? This is rolling scissors for craft and hobbies for paper cards, etc.